Ready for the last chakra of our anatomy? I do what I do because I love to learn, and not a lot of people are learning these days. I used to sell solar, and I had met a guy, and he was talking about how he was an older gentleman. He was in his 50s, and he was talking about how he feels that we are losing the younger generation. And the older I get, the more I'm realizing that it is true, which is why it is so important that this information is to be shared, because no one likes to read nowadays, no one writes, no one really does anything. And the people that do, they're too busy building their business and making money and using other people to make money off of. And there's more to life than just chasing money. Just find your purpose. The money follows a man with a purpose. And I also want to stress another thing about money. Money is a necessity, especially in this society. It isn't evil. It's neutral. It's a love of money that brings evil. People will love money more than they love their people. That's how greed comes from the heart. And that's essentially how things are right now. And it's time for that to change. So the seventh chakra, Crown Chakra, Sahasrara. I hope I pronounced that right, because Sahasrara, Sahasrara, that sounds about right. The Crown Chakra is the seventh chakra, and it is at the top of the Chakra Ladder, which starts at the Root Chakra, which grounds us to the earth, and progresses upward to the Sahasrara, which connects us with the universe, the divine source of creation. Sahasrara is located at the crown of the head. The gift of this chakra is experiencing unity and the selfless realization that everything is connected at a fundamental level. The energy of this chakra allows us to experience mystical oneness with everyone and everything in nature. There is no intellectual knowing at the level of the seventh chakra, but there is serenity, joy, and deep peace about life. You have a sense of knowing that there is a deeper meaning of life, and that there is an order that underlies all of existence. The way of the Crown Chakra is the way of going beyond the limits of your own ego. It is the way of transcending the ego and knowing that all creation is interconnected at a fundamental level. A level that some call the Akasha, or zero-point field, or just the field. This is the fundamental level of connection. According to Tantric Philosophy, the seventh chakra is both the receiver and a giver of energy and consciousness. It receives energy to sustain life, and it gives back the personal energy to unite with the collective pull of consciousness. It is the meeting point where finite, the body and the ego, and the infinite, the universal spirit, meet. It is the place where time and timelessness intersect, and where death and eternal life meet. The Petal Chakra embraces an attitude of gratitude for one's life. When we realize that everything is interconnected and that we are all a part of the larger scheme of things, we begin to live within gratitude, faith, and trust, rather than filled with fear and anxiety. We are all guided by a higher power, and we feel divinity from both within and without. The challenge of this chakra is to liberate the spirit, open up to the divine, and at the same time stay firmly rooted deep in the ground. Crown Chakra characteristics. Sanskrit name, Sahasrara, or 1,000 petal. The element, no element or thought. It just is. Color, violet or white. Shape is a round skull cap, Scullcap. Petals of the lotus is 1,000. Seed sound, ah. Vowel sound, ng. Rights, to know and to learn. Endocrine gland is the pineal gland. Now, they don't have any explanations of the pineal gland in the Nazim book, but the pineal gland is known for secreting a substance known as dimethyltryptamine, which is a spirit molecule. And dimethyltryptamine is literally found in every single thing in the universe. Dimethyltryptamine is the substance of consciousness. It is the substance of spirit. Physical association, the central nervous system in the cerebral cortex. Now, if you guys haven't gone over mental chemistry with me, Charles F. Hannell explains how the cerebral spinal system, or the central nervous system, and the cerebral cortex is the organ of the awareness, the conscious mind. And it is through the brain of man, which, when you think, your thoughts are expressed through the brain, and then the brain goes on controlling the body to make its specific movements. Psychological function, awareness, understanding, identity, universal identity, developmental stage, throughout life. Challenge is attachment. Its plane is truth and reality. Its planet is Uranus. It's actually my ruling planet. Deity, the guru within. Mythological animal is the eagle. The incense is Mynh, M-Y-N-H. The herb is Gotu Kola, and the Sephira is Kether. Crown Chakra affirmations. I am part of the divine. I honor the divine within me. I seek to understand and to learn from my life experiences. I cherish my spirit. I listen to the wisdom of the universe. I trust my intuition. I am open to letting go of all attachments. I live in the present moment. I am grateful for all the goodness of my life. I love and accept myself. I know that all is working out in my favor. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Let's continue, shall we? The infinite has a plan for everyone. I am connected with the wisdom of the universe. I am opened up to the divine wisdom, and it is guiding me with grace. I am at peace within myself. And before we end this, I kind of want to go over this little thing with you about awareness. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of someone named Neville Goddard, but Neville Goddard had wrote a book called The Power of Awareness. And he says in his book, he says, what are one thing that all men have in common? All living creatures, all animals, every existing thing has in common. And that is the fact that they are aware of being. The only thing is that our awareness is so much greater and so much higher than that of any other creature. They are guided mainly by their intuition, while we have more of a conscious perception of things, and we could think on a much different level. We could think on a much higher ground than any other animal on this planet, which is what makes us the ones responsible for taking care of everything. But he goes on saying about the power of awareness, you may not know what you are, you may not know who you are, but you do know that you are, and it is this awareness that is God. This awareness is the embodiment of God within you. Because when you're just aware and you're not thinking, you just are. And then when you start to think, that's when you're producing the mind. That is when the mind comes into play. So, ponder on that for a little bit. That is the end of our chakra systems. Thank you for watching these. I recorded these really quick. Now it's time to finish our mental chemistry. I'll see you guys soon. Love y'all.